myself.
Uh-oh. We're
Can't
on.
go back now. Can't go back now.
Whoa. Welcome to the week 5 Newman Lumen Fantasy Podcast. Let's go.
But episode 1, pretty much.
We've recorded another one, but it didn't exactly make waves. Didn't exactly get out there where we wanted it to. AK, we didn't send it anywhere.
AKA,
Literally, no one ever heard it.
There was some good stuff on there, though.
Oh, some good stuff. I want to go back and clip my my rant about Breece Hall. I still want to do that.
Yeah.
Just to roast them.
Wow, good call.
So mad about that.
Breece, baby.
I offer them so much better.
Just because I started with that conversation last time, I'm gonna go back into it.
Yeah.
I think that from the start of the second round until Travis Kelce was taken, there's maybe 2 or 3 people that I would take over him. Maybe.
Let's see.
Over Breece.
That was
over
but like
Kelce,
Zeke was
right?
drafted over him. Keenan Allen is a sneaky, awful pick in the 3rd round.
Yeah, I mean, it was never a good pick there.
Sneaky, awful pick. Grant's team has been good, so we haven't really paid a lot of attention to it, but that's bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
I will say he drafted Mark Andrews, so he gets a little bit of a pass on the Kelce thing. But 1, Kelsey's better than Mark Andrews, and 2, Keenan Allen wasn't the best other player on the board. Tyreek Hill was still there too.
Who's the second best tight end in fantasy right now?
I know Ertz is 4, Kelsey's 1. I think Andrews 2.
Hawkinson.
Oh, the 30-piece from Hawk.
Yeah, absurd.
Dude, he almost scored a 3rd touchdown. He almost scored like 40 points.
That's crazy. He went from 3 points, 2 points, 7 points to 32.
Yep, he found the rhythm.
Wow. Good for
And
him.
in other words, he played the Seahawks.
Anyways, Breece Hall is now with Dillon, correct?
He is. As last
Bill's
week,
got
he
Breece Hall
done.
and Mike Carter.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I would like to share with the group just because you can't really see it on your phone, and I just so happened to have my laptop on me on Sunday. Dillon last week put $401 on the 9th ranked defense in fantasy, which was the Packers.
No,
and the next closest bid to him was one Joshua Rudy at like 105.
it was 105.
I was up there too.
Yeah.
But Josh was the close. Josh was the highest second bid, was 105. He bid $300 more than anyone else, and then he also bid 150 more on than anybody on Michael Carter.
He did. I'm gonna update these salaries real quick, but I'm listening.
And he also has $72 left in his budget.
And he put $150 on Trevor Lawrence, who he's about to drop.
So you're saying Dillon doesn't know how to budget?
I'm saying Dillon had $1,000 to start last week, and now he has 72 and nothing to show for it.
Right. He does not know how to budget.
That's yes. So yes, your comment is correct. I just wanted to make it very abundantly clear what we're working with here.
That is
Carter thing crazy.
Actually concerning.
Yeah, I get the handcuff of Breece, but who's out here paying $400 for the handcuff?
Right. It was the amount. It was just like, I mean, I get it. I think I put a little bit on Michael Carter, like $45.
Yeah. And he's just like one of those guys that's too good to be on waivers.
Right.
So
like actually too good at football. Like
right. Just like Robert Wood, the gentleman. What are you doing?
To make a trade for Breece Hall and then be so not confident in your trade that you're going to put that much on his backup is concerning.
Yeah, agreed.
I think he won that trade.
He definitely won the trade, and then he basically
The way I explained it to Andrew was they're both in split backfields, and Breece is rising and getting more touches in his backfield, and Zeke is getting worse and getting less touches in his backfield. Like they're just going completely opposite directions.
Very interesting.
But again, it's just one of those things that hopefully Andrew and Jack figure out. But when you look at when you look at Robert Woods, like just as an example, and it's not the biggest deal. Robert Woods isn't going to lose them or win them the league, but Robert Woods, if you look at his game log, he's first game back from a torn ACL, new team, 1 catch, 13 yards first week, 4 catches, 39 yards the second week. Then you start to see 4 yards on 9 targets for 85 yards. And then last week he gets a touchdown. You just don't drop a guy like that.
Nah.
Like their team is not good enough to be dropping Robert Woods.
Agreed.
At all.
But
and I hate to roast them on a week that they scored 100 points and got a win, but they also got 30 from Eckler and Hawkinson.
Do they even know that Robert Woods is like good at football? You know,
maybe, like literally.
That's the other part of it. You know,
I think the Rams miss Robert Woods.
Yeah, they do.
Like legitimately, like really miss him.
That's one of the biggest busts of the season so far is Allen Robinson.
Yep, that was a bad pick by Dillon.
Yeah, but in hindsight, it's a bad pick.
I see it. Like I know it. I liked Allen Robinson coming into the draft. I really did.
Yeah, me too.
But
I liked him as a player. I didn't like him as fantasy. There's too many targets to go around.
I just thought it was like, all right. I mean, the dude's good. Like he's like definitely wanting to prove that he's good because he's been so bad in Chicago. But yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was the perfect storm. But I mean, even Stafford himself isn't the same. So the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, he was hurt though. I mean.
Yeah.
Well, they also targeted Kupp 20 times last night.
Yeah, Stafford also got 20. Hit more than he's ever been hit.
He had 14 catches.
20 targets is insane.
At a certain point, you got to throw to somebody else. Why do they have like? I like that. Like in my mind, I'm genuinely conspiracy theory wise that they like have all these white receivers to literally just hide Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's pretty funny.
Like one of them wears like 18. He's like the same exact size, white receiver. I think that he's just a decoy out there.
Let's talk about that. You got Skowronek,
yeah,
and then Higbee, who they're like really starting to target now.
Yep.
And Skowronek and Kupp look very similar. Like they actually
look the same.
Yeah.
Except when they run routes.
Where was Ben Skowronek before the Rams? Like they just find this guy and they were like, this guy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had like a Chris Hogan type of career where it's like this dude was playing like professional lacrosse 3 years ago.
He was he was drafted by the Rams in the 7th round of the 2021 NFL draft.
Out of where? Where does this Skowronek go?
Guess.
Dude, is it like a school that I could legitimately guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a Power 5 school.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
No, but solid guess.
Purdue. No.
He went to 2 schools, one in the Big Ten, one in the ACC.
Colorado. Oh, in the ACC.
Yeah.
Rutgers.
Not Rutgers.
Rutgers was going to be my guess too. What about Nebraska?
Not Nebraska, but that's a good guess.
That feels like a Nebraska player.
Wisconsin?
Just like he feels like a guy at this school. How about
Wisconsin?
Boston College?
Yes. Wisconsin, he's not Boston College. These are all great guesses, though.
I feel like these are all like right in line with where you think.
Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Yeah. Okay.
He spent 1 year in the ACC. He spent his final year in the ACC.
Did he go to Virginia?
He did not.
Damn. Duke?
I have a guess. I don't think
was he a Dookie?
He was not a Dookie.
Yeah, I was about to be impressed that this man went Northwestern.
Was he a part of the Orangemen?
He was not. Also, he feels like
was he a heel? Was he a Tar Heel?
No.
Oh wait, I think I actually know.
He definitely wasn't playing for Miami.
Neither. Nope.
Fuck me.
I mean, I can rule out Miami, Clemson, Florida State, and then like we've named 6 of them. Did he go to Louisville? I didn't watch a lot the last few years. Did he go to Louisville?
He did not.
Virginia Tech? That wouldn't have made sense. That would have been weird.
I know why you're struggling with this, though.
Georgia Tech?
It's a recent development as an ACC team.
As
The
in they're
ACC hasn't
playing
realigned though.
ACC. Yeah, hold on.
Is it
Notre Dame.
Pittsburgh?
Notre Dame.
Oh, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
They're not independent
Yeah.
anymore.
What?
That's a horrible.
They
hate,
are
though.
independent.
No, it says ACC.
They are an independent. They're forced to play 6 ACC games a year because all their other teams are freeloading in the ACC, all the non-relevant programs they have, but they're not an ACC team. It would be great if they were, because the ACC probably wouldn't be breaking up, and they'd probably go grab a couple Pac-12 schools like Oregon and call it a day. And there would be 3 conferences. It makes more sense to have 3 conferences, in my opinion.
It does. You're right.
Like, it doesn't make sense to have like Baylor and Texas Tech and like all of these like legitimate schools like just be like the same as Tulsa.
Yeah. Who knows, man?
I don't know. Like, it feels like there's so many teams that would just go like if it really did go to like 2 20-team conferences, Big Ten, SEC, which is what people seem to think. There's just so many like big programs that would just like go into obscurity, like not matter.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think we're a while away from that, honestly. Especially with them like
ACC's kind of keeping it away from that, because the ACC is the only one that's a legitimate conference outside of those 2 at this point. The Pac-12 with no USC, UCLA, and the Big Ten without Texas and Oklahoma are both a joke. I think the ACC should go get Washington, Oregon, Stanford, like somebody else, and have like a little West Coast division.
That makes sense.
And you roll with that. But I think that the Big Ten is going to want Oregon, and Washington.
Yeah, and all that's not going to happen for a few years, you know.
Notre Dame is the key to everything.
Fuck that.
They're the key to everything.
For no reason.
Like, Notre Dame goes to the Big Ten because they're not going to the SEC. Notre Dame doesn't fit the SEC.
No, they don't. But the fact that they hold so much weight is kind of ridiculous.
Yep.
It's like,
the big thing is, though, I don't think they go independent anytime soon because they have their own network. So every single one of their games is on NBC on their own network.
I know.
And so a conference would have to agree to let them keep that, and that means they're making more off of their TV rights deal than every other team in the conference. And I don't think that anybody's going to go for that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like,
except for the ACC might, because they need them.
Yeah.
But then Clemson's going to be like, what the fuck?
Clemson's overrated, man. Right now.
The last couple years, yes, but in general, no.
Right. But yes, last couple
and
years.
They were like the only team that could compete with Alabama for like almost a decade.
At least half a decade.
Them and LSU.
True.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a good time. When it was just the Clemson Alabamas. I miss those days.
Trevor, his freshman year was the only time I've ever seen Alabama get run off of the field. Like, I remember being like in shock, but they beat the shit out of Alabama.
Yeah, they did. Speaking of Trevor,
good player.
Dude's looking pretty good. The Jags in general looking pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They could have. I thought they could have won last week, but.
So I hate to do this, but I'm over at Reagan's. I don't want to make her sit here. Can we get into the old power rankings?
Yes, let's do it.
I want to go ahead and start with 12 because I feel like it's going to be very easy. Can we all say who we have at 12 on 3? Because it's going to be the same team.
Yep.
All right, we're going to say is the player's name, not the team name. 1, 2, 3, Walker.
Yes,
Sorry,
Walker,
I
100%.
No,
I went too quick.
No, you didn't.
And
But
Walker
it's
would
Walker.
agree with it too.
Walker,
so it's okay.
he changed his name to My Team Sucks, so I think he knows. He's accepted it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate watching Walker do the combine.
I would love to see Walker do the combine.
It'd be pretty entertaining. I think we'd be pretty shocked at his hand size. My dude's got like lengthy ass fucking hands. Like,
Big
I
hand.
don't want to talk about Walker's hands. All right. Let's get on.
Oh, but I think that would be great. Yeah, Walker's team sucks. His team name is accurate. He does suck.
I'm pretty concerned that Ronnie's going to end up slipping.
Oh, dude, it's happening already. It's happening.
Yeah. He's already
It's definitely happening.
He's already 10th in terms of points.
I mean, he gets one guy that goes down. Next thing you know, he's got Craig Reynolds in his starting lineup, and
Dude,
it's
this man
just not
was
good.
so desperate. He put $200 on Craig Reynolds, the backup Detroit Lions running back. Even like I'm talking the backup after Swift got hurt.
Backup to the backup.
I mean, I think just out of, it just has to be that way. He's 11th. He scored 39 points last week. He's 11th.
That's a league low, correct?
Yeah, 100%. I don't think anyone's ever scored less than 40. 39, bro.
I was watching this projection go down all week. It was so far on all day. It was so funny, dude. It was so funny.
That is
He had
absurd.
20 out of a receiver on Thursday night and still scored 39 points. He got 20 out of T. Higgins on Thursday night.
Bro,
His team came out and scored 20 points on a whole Sunday.
He had three players in his lineup score more than 4 points.
His defense scored -8.
Like, what the fuck?
He started the Lions defense, who has been giving up like 40 points a game.
Yeah.
Like every team they've played, it's been a shootout. They've given up over 43 times, I think.
Yeah,
that 2-0 start was a little premature. It's not looking great for.
Yeah, because he has to start managing his roster.
Yeah.
The second he starts to like have a hand in it, it goes to shit.
I will say, like, his first two picks of the draft didn't play last week.
Okay, how many points were they going to score a piece? 30? And so he would have scored like 80?
I'm not saying. I mean, one of them.
Both of his running backs started last week and scored 30 points. He would have barely broken 80, I think.
Which, at the end of the day, everyone has 70s and 80s every now and then, but 40 is.
Yeah, but that's an 80 with 30 at both of your running back spots.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Justin Tucker was his second highest score, so. Yeah, he's 11. He's 11. I think that's safe to say.
It's a firm bottom too.
Yeah, it is.
Cool with that.
I think the next 10 is quite the mix.
I agree. I got the gentleman.
Yep.
I do as well.
I just, more so just based off of the trade and just general roster management and season-long projection is going down.
You know what the last thing I told Andrew before he left the house to go to church on Sunday? Put DK Metcalf in your lineup for Garrett Wilson. Zach Wilson, first game back. He's probably not going to pound Garrett Wilson. DK's playing against a bad defense. Put DK in your lineup. You know what they didn't do? They didn't put DK in the lineup.
He's in there.
All of a sudden, they were sitting there with like a tight game after they had 30 out of 2 of their players. Like, it's just they have the same issue as Trace. It's just less catastrophic, I guess, because they're not going to make ridiculous moves like starting the Lions defense. But
yeah,
it's just like they're not going to – like, I think they have better players than Trace also. I think that Debo and Eckler are both elite players. Eckler's just getting going.
Yeah.
And Zeke will give him a floor. But I don't know. They're definitely 10.
Imagine
I should have said the bottom 3 is firmly those 3. I shouldn't have. No offense to the gentleman, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not going to win a championship this year.
No. All right. So 9. Who y'all got?
At 9, this is tough because I didn't exactly prepare, to be completely honest.
Me neither.
At 9, I got to go Byron, and it's tough because I like his team, and he's gotten a raw deal in terms of matchups. He has 441 points scored against him, and the highest scoring team is 420. So he's been getting killed, but he's still 1-3. So I have to go with that. And I think that Clyde's going to fall off, and Diggs has come out freaking on fire. So is Tyreek. So, I mean, some regression it's going to happen with this team. However, that also works both ways with Joe Mixon, who could become a dog and hasn't really been so far. So, yeah.
I'll put myself
same
there.
with Pitts, by the way. Pitts hasn't done anything.
Raffle?
Yeah, I'll put myself there, even though I don't agree with it. Just get myself out of the way.
I was gonna put you there as well.
I mean, I had one bad week, which is the only reason I'm putting myself there. Otherwise, you all can go fuck off. I got the most points in a week.
I think 133 is it's great, but you know, you're proving to be very hit or miss. And
that's 133 with a 29er on the bench. Okay.
You've had 108.
Take that into account.
You've had 108, 52, 69, and 133.
Correct. We're trending in the right direction.
You are trending in the right
all
direction.
over the place. You're trending like a roller coaster.
It's just a little.
We found our mojo. We found what works.
The one thing that you do have, is a recently
best locker room player.
A recently divorced Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's going to be a monster.
Yeah, I agree.
And he better make it worth it. He gave up basically his. I saw somebody tweeted, it was like Tom Brady gave up his whole marriage just to prove Adam Schefter.
I saw that.
It's like it does feel that way. It really does be feeling that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and just ride that. I have Rapple at 8. I mean,
cool. You and I are both wrong.
I got Byron at 8.
Do you?
I do. I mean, I've been low on Byron all year.
Is Justin Jefferson dependent. It's like if Justin Jefferson doesn't have himself a day, then Rapple's probably gonna have a hard time winning.
I would have won without him last week.
Yes, I agree. But you also got to think Jamal Williams is not going to be the starting running back in Detroit here in about 2 weeks. They have their bye coming up.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm pretty deep at running back. Not gonna lie.
No, I agree. I'm just. Well, wait. What the hell? When is their bye?
Week 6, and he's out through the bye.
Yeah, that's true.
Most likely.
Yeah, I saw Dan Campbell say that Swift will be out through the bye. So you got a couple more weeks of, or 8 more.
And hell, I mean, they should just start Jamal Williams because that dude's been awesome. He's been ridiculous.
He has been, but so is DeAndre.
Not as good.
I mean, DeAndre, this is just what he does. He just gets hurt like every year. He just gets hurt. Jamal doesn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see. I mean, even when DeAndre gets back, Jamal is going to be one of those guys like he'll get 15.
He has the most touchdowns in the NFL right now.
Yeah. And the Lions offense.
He has 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Awesome.
At 7, I got Grant. Just a weird roster, in my opinion. Like, I don't see why he continues to start Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's really strange. It's really weird. Like, he started him over Alan Lazard last week. I'm like, what are you doing?
Why does he not play Alan Lazard? He's wide receiver 1 for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. It's really strange, and he has him in his lineup for this week. And I know he's made changes because he didn't have Robert Woods in his lineup last week, and now he does. So I think he's rolling with Marquez.
He actually got a decent. Yeah, he got a touchdown out of Woods last week, so he got lucky. But
I don't think did he start?
Why did he not play St. Brown?
He was hurt.
St. Brown was hurt last week.
Why is he not in his lineup now?
80 and a touchdown. I should have played him.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got Grant. I'm Grant at 7.
I have Joey at 7, actually. I don't love Joey's team. I really don't. Feels like everybody's keying on Jamar. He hasn't been really doing that much. Drake London's a rookie. David Montgomery, I'm biased. He's not going to lose his job, but he's going to lose part of it. Khalil Herbert might be better than him. And since before the season started, the coaches have been saying David Montgomery doesn't really fit their system. and his running backs are good, but it feels like both of them are susceptible to a bad week here and there. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who I got.
I know better than to put Joey at that spot. So I'm going to roll with Grant there.
Fair. I have Grant at the next spot.
At
I
6,
just really like Lamar and Jonathan Taylor. He hasn't done anything yet, but Jonathan Taylor is going to be fine. And then Lamar is going to have an MVP type year all year with Mark Andrews as his best target. So I just think that combo puts him, in my mind, at least ahead of Joey.
That's fair. I got Dillon at 6. I think he had a great week last week, but his team is like the definition of boom or bust. Mike Williams, Rashad Penny, even Breece Hall now, like lost Javonte for the year.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to put Grant ahead of Dillon.
Okay.
Dillon's team, I don't actually think is very good at all.
Well, they went fucking crazy last week.
Yeah, but now that I'm actually looking at that roster, I have zero faith in that team. I mean, he used to, like, he needs so much to happen every week for them to have a good week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I probably should put him further down.
I don't hate it.
I really don't like this team.
I got him at 6. I don't think it's a bad team.
I think this is my least favorite roster in the league.
I think on paper you look at it and you're like, ooh. Wow. But then you look at it, you're like, Christian Kirk gets a lot of volume. Rashad Penny, like, he's capable of he had fucking 28 last week. And he's capable of doing that like every 3 weeks or so. Mike Williams is solid. Breece Hall could end up getting going. McCaffrey really hasn't gotten going yet. He's got and Gerald Everett is the tight end 4 in the league right now.
Yeah, I just really dislike that team a lot.
I've done it at 5. He just doesn't have like the name brand type guys, but I think that he has all like guys that are going to just continue to get touches and put up at least decent numbers. I don't think that he has the guys to win it, but I think that he has the guys to consistently be like right up there in the mix. I don't know. He does need a lot to go right every week. And I don't know. Keenan hasn't been playing, so that helps 2 of his players, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
But McCaffrey hasn't really done McCaffrey things, and Burrow's just getting going. So I think that he should stay right there. And I'm a believer in Christian Kirk. I personally am.
I'm not a believer in McCaffrey this year with how bad Baker is.
That's true. But I think Breece ends up popping by the end of the year. And like I said, I think Christian Kirk is real. I think the Jags are real, and I think he's definitely their number 1 receiver with a good quarterback throwing to him.
Yep.
And Gallup coming back could be a guy.
Gallup could be good.
Gallup could be. I got Borman at 5.
Borman at 5?
Yeah. He's got a few holes. Like, I don't know who his RB2 is for the rest of the year.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff Wilson's projected 12 points.
No, but Elijah Mitchell is on his roster, so I guess that will be solved. But I don't know. It just feels inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Robinson's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean he's fifth.
Could be a big deal. Could be a big deal.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he's got a good roster. I mean, he has a chance. He has a chance to win it all. But out of all the contenders, I see him as right there.
Yep. Rob, who's your 5?
I'll put Joey at 5.
Fair.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
So let's see who I still got here. Okay, so I'll do Borman here at 4. I don't trust Jeff Wilson or the Niners running backs in general. They just are, I don't know. And starting Tony Pollard's never a great sign.
No. At 4, I have myself.
Really?
I do. The lack of a quarterback is really showing its face right now.
Marcus Mariota.
I've had 3 weeks where a quarterback has had less than 5 points. So that's really hurting. Pittman and Sutton are like, they get a lot of volume, but I mean, I'm cool with Sutton. Pittman is like, that offense just is atrocious right now. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still like my roster, but I need to fucking figure out the quarterback thing because it's killing me right now.
Yeah, I'm rolling with you there as well, really. For pretty much the same reasons.
Yeah. All right, 3.
At 3.
You.
I have what?
I got you at 3P.
That's where I have myself as well. Go
Like
ahead.
roster.
Thank you.
It's
I
gonna
haven't
come
ranked
around.
Byron yet. I'll put Byron at 3. I don't think I've ranked him yet.
Damn, at 1 and 3. Byron's in the 3rd spot. I like my roster. I don't think anybody's ever gotten more lucky in 1 week with handcuffs. I have Tyler Algier, Khalil Herbert, and Melvin Gordon, and all 3 of the RB1s in those backfields got hurt this week.
Crazy. I don't know.
Literally all 3 of them. I have 5 running backs that I can play this week.
Yeah. You're in a good position, and I think once D-Hop comes back, he's going to be a beast.
That's the big deal, is that I get a legit wide receiver 1 here in a couple weeks.
Yep. I agree.
And
2.
I think
Go ahead.
that's a big, yeah. I think you got 2. I think that's where I've got you. Your receivers are a problem, especially with Marquise taking a step back here in a couple weeks, because he's really been your best guy, and you haven't even been confident enough to play him every week.
No.
But your backs are so good that it's hard to move you down any further than that. I don't know. And Sutton should be fine. I think that the Broncos get going.
I'm not worried about. I mean, Sutton's wide receiver 16. It's really just it's Marquise once he comes back. I don't know if he's going to be good. We'll see. I'm kind of confident in Romeo Doubs, low key, but we'll see about that. I got Joey at 2. For obvious reasons.
I got P at 2. Borman at 1.
You got Borman at 1? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Moment of silence for Roppel's brain. Yeah, nah. That ain't it.
That ain't it.
That ain't it. I think Roppel lost track of his power rankings and he's just spitballing names. So I'm gonna give
Maybe
you
because he has Byron at 3 and he's in last place.
There's a little bit of truth to that statement, Rudy, but
I figured
Roppel also hasn't given any
can
input on a team in like 4 picks either. He's just like said the team name. He hasn't given
Borman can straight up win games with 3 players.
No, that's true.
Literally, Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, and AJ Brown can straight up win a match.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, I'd like to go ahead and make an announcement just because I'm pretty confident this one's going to go out to everybody. Everyone other than Travis Kelce on my roster is at least available in talks. Everyone other than Kelce.
Okay, well, knowing that I will probably never get a trade done with you in this league, I will go ahead and
I'm going to say it again. I've gotten a bad rap on 2 bad managers offering me bad trades that I wasn't going to say no to.
I'm just saying, someone will do it.
Offer a fair
you
trade.
a bad trade.
I offer fair trades. When it's coming from me, it's typically pretty fair. I'd like to think. It's definitely not.
I don't think I'll ever get a deal done with
what you all are thinking of. It's not my fault that grown men can't manage their fantasy assets.
I agree. I'm saying I'm a grown man. I'm not going to offer you shit. Therefore, I know we'll never get something done.
Well, Josh, I know that you and I can manage a deal. We've done it in the past.
We can talk. We can talk. I'm not necessarily open for business at the moment.
It's fair.
I just need a quarterback. So I guess
Well,
I
Kirky
can't
Kirk.
for business.
I can't help you there.
I can give you Kirky.
Really?
I can talk Kirky.
I wouldn't hate a conversation about Kirk.
I love Kirk, but I'll talk Kirk.
We can offline
Kirk
about Kirk.
I was gonna say Kirk goes in my lineup every week. He doesn't always stay there, but he's in it once a week.
Let's talk about Kirk offline. At 2, yeah, I got Joey, and then at 1, I got Aaron. I think Aaron's a no-brainer at 1. Aaron's fucking.
Dude, okay, my ranking are fucked because I never ranked Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron's 1.
Okay,
Aaron
I'm
is
cool with
1.
that.
Aaron's the best team in the league.
Yes.
Didn't even draft his team, but okay, I'm cool with it.
He's just got a loaded roster, man.
Yeah, ESPN did him well.
ESPN did do him well, but he drafted from.
Yeah, he drafted.
No, Aaron hardly drafted any of his team.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, honestly. He got Cup and Adams. I know he did that. I know he drafted Mahomes. He drafted a couple guys.
Yeah.
He didn't draft the whole squad though. That's for sure. I don't know though. I would say he's 1, no doubt.
It's just tough to give AG that much credit.
He's also fucking projected 103 points. That's nuts.
That's a lot.
But that's my
yeah, Grammer's got the best team by a long shot, in my opinion, at the moment, at least. Because his receivers are just so good. And it feels like it's a receiver year. There's like, I don't know, running backs have been so weird. And he even hit on 2 running backs like in the 6th and 8th round. Like,
literally.
I mean, J.K. Dobbins is just getting going, and he scored 2 touchdowns last week. They're going to be in Lamar's going to have them in the red zone constantly.
Yeah.
And Kittle hasn't really gotten going either. Like, the dude's a problem.
I don't know if Kittle's going to get going.
Yeah. I think he always
plays
plays well, like week 12 through 16, though. I don't know why. I feel like he always plays well at the end of the year.
I don't even think it matters though. His running backs and his receivers and Mahomes are so good. They're like, he doesn't really even need like a lot out of Kittle. He's got the best defense in the league too.
Yep.
It's unreal. All it takes is one bad week, Ernie. Remember that.
True. Dude, I don't even think Devontae Adams has like gotten going either.
No, he hasn't. He's wide receiver 8, but you know.
Yeah, it's because he had like a bajillion yards and a touchdown in week 1 against me.
Yep. I don't know.
Sure.
Like, Grammer's roster, when you look at it top to bottom, you're just like, damn, that is a full squad. When you look at everyone else's roster, it feels like there's at least a spot or 2 where you're like, eh.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Nah, he's got a good ass squad. Ain't no doubt about it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's the 12.
All right, so I gotta go, but real quick,
Any last
run
words?
through. Just say the team that you want to go with. Picks for next week.
All right.
So we got Finkel versus Ron. Okay, hold on. Actually, I do want to say it's kind of a rivalry week this week in fantasy. You got me versus Byron. You got Finkel versus Ronnie. You've got Roppel versus Josh.
Finkel versus Ronnie is always a battle.
Like you also got Dillon and Joey. That's too good. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a good week. It's a good week.
It is a good week.
And also we got a bunch of 2-2 teams, so it should provide us a little separation, which I like.
Yep.
Anyways, all right, let's go with Finkel versus Ronnie to start. Should be pretty easy.
No, Ronnie always gets it done against Finkel.
Bro, Ronnie scored.
What it is. He just does.
Ronnie scored 40 points last week.
Dude, if Ronnie wins one game every year, it's against Finkel.
I can't even say he scored 40. He scored 39-9. You can't even say he scored 40.
I know.
I remember looking at his score at 39-9. There were like 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the Raiders game, and I was wondering if Waller would get another catch to put him over 40. I'm glad he did not.
I'm going Ronnie. If he only wins one game a year, it typically is against Foreman for whatever reason.
Riggs in the background.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Big Z.
Damn.
Got my AirPods in.
All right. Next.
All right.
Anyways, next we got the Gentleman versus Grant. Pretty good game. Like sneaky good game.
I got the Gentleman if Grant doesn't make any lineup changes.
I think that Amon-Ra is going to be back, or Keenan will be back this week. I'll take Grant.
He might play
take
out of Scantling.
God, I hope not.
I'm taking Grant.
All right. Then we got New Wave versus Marlboros.
Give me Marlboros. Marlboros. Dillon's due for a little bit of regression after last week.
Just in general, I feel like Dillon's due for a bad week. I'll take Joey. Rob?
Yeah, Joey. I said that.
Okay, sorry. All right, we got Ronald Grammer versus My Team Sucks. This should be pretty easy. 1 versus 12.
Yep.
1-12.
I think this is chalk.
The whole 1-12 game.
Yeah. All right.
I go with Ernie.
Yo, is there a chance?
We're gonna go with Grammer.
Is there a chance?
Right,
Is there a chance Walker goes like 0-15 this year?
I hope so.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure 0-5 would be the worst start in our fantasy history. I don't know if anyone's ever gone 0-5.
I agree. I don't remember anyone being that bad, like out of the gate.
I don't know if anyone's gone 0-4, to be honest.
I think
Apparently someone has. 0-5 seems like a stretch.
Yeah, agreed.
News. All right, I think this is a very good game. Myself versus Byron. I'm gonna pick me, but you know.
I think Byron gets it done here. Honestly, I think he's
there.
Like, unless he's got the second most points scored against him this year. He's got the second most points in the league. I think he's due for some luck.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going Byron as well. Same reasons.
You know what?
But would love to see him lose. Actually, I mean, if both of those teams could lose, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
Rob was cheering for the guy.
Yeah, actually, I am. Going for the push.
All right, and to end the pod and the picks for next week, we've got 2 men on the podcast: Booze and Cruz versus Rudy. I'll let y'all go ahead and make your arguments, and then I'll be the deciding pick.
I think we have the tightest projections.
You do. 0.7 points.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're rolling with the big dogs, Booze and Cruz.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. I would say that I feel like going 3-0. It feels like I should just I'm due for some regression. 3-2 seems right, but after you scored 130 points, I just don't. It feels like the Roppel roller coaster is just like this. I wouldn't be surprised if you put up 60 points this week.
You never know, man.
So
never know what you're gonna get.
Just because both of your all picks were very obvious, I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown here, a little bit of analysis.
Yep.
I don't like James Conner against Philly. That's bad. He's a game script kind of guy. I don't see him having game script in his favor. Don't think that that's a good week for him. The Chargers defense been Swiss cheese. I think that Chubb has a big week. I also think that Sutton gets a touchdown. Wow, he has Pittman and Sutton on Thursday night. That's interesting.
That's scary.
Yeah, I think that one of them gets the touchdown for sure. I don't know.
By the
I
way,
like Josh's matchups. Which is why I will be going out. I don't know. I like Josh's roster better also. No offense.
I'm switching the Chargers defense for the Rams defense as we speak.
I'm also not playing Pittsburgh's defense.
That's a good call.
Marcus
playing
Mariota
Buffalo last week.
Not be
my projection started at 1.3. I was like, what is going on here?
Marcus Mariota will not be my quarterback.
That's probably a good strategy.
I'm probably just gonna drop him right now.
Yo, honestly, the best option is Geno.
I'm hoping Dak plays, but not really. I want Dak to wait another week.
Better hope Cooper Rush starts losing some ball games.
He ain't losing.
Rafa, let's talk Kirk after this.
Yeah. Hey, y'all talk Kirk. I've left Reagan waiting for an hour.
Yep.
I feel bad.
Go eat your dessert.
Yeah, we baked some stuff and I haven't been able to eat it yet, so I'm gonna go hang out with her.
Beautiful.
But
again.
let's do it again soon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll obviously talk between now and this weekend, but let's do it again next week. Looking forward to it.
I'm probably gonna throw this up.
Actually, next week is my last week of softball. Then I'm free on Tuesdays, so whenever. Next week's the playoffs, so I probably won't be free next week, but week after. We've been kind of going every other week.
I'll usually be free a little bit earlier on Tuesdays.
Good deal.
But
cool.
Wasn't today.
All right, P.
All right, boys.
Get out of here.
I will see y'all soon.
Peace, man.
Peace.
Later. So you want Kirk?
Yes, I want Kirk. And I'm not willing to give up that much for him. It depends what you what do you feel like you need? Or who is intriguing on my roster that you think would be, that we could start a conversation about?
Dobbs intrigues me.
Yeah. But like
Dobbs, however you say it.
Yeah, it's Dobbs. I wouldn't do a 1-for-1 Dobbs for Kirk.
I mean,
unless like if there's someone on your bench that you would be willing to throw in or something like that.
I mean, I'm not throwing in Damian Harris. I'd throw in Rondale Moore.
Nah.
I'm not going to throw in Elijah Moore because I think he's going to actually start getting better and better.
You need some cash?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm pretty middle to top of the line on cash.
Yeah, you're
I'm not like
cash.
Dillon.
You're good on cash.
And the only thing I don't really have is wide receiver depth.
Yeah. Zay Jones?
I did look at trying to pick him up today. I noticed you had him.
Zay Jones has had a good year.
He has. Do I want to give you Kirk Cousins to finalize your team so that I can put Zay Jones on my bench? Not really.
I don't know if Kirk Cousins is finalizing my team. I think he's a placeholder until I can figure out something else.
But it doesn't help me and it helps you.
Oh, God. Dude, Kirk has had a pretty rough year, I'm not going to lie.
Well, he's had a couple primetime games, so those aren't fair.
That's true.
We all know how Kirk performs in primetime.
That's true. He's had 3 technically.
I mean, he hasn't been. The last game too was in London, so like, it's tough to. You don't know what to expect in that.
I know.
He's got some favorable defenses coming up. Chicago and Miami gives up a lot of points.
Maybe there's a larger deal on the table here. Maybe, if we can't get it done with the pennies, maybe we go up to the quarters,
Well, I don't think the pennies are going to get it done because
I don't either.
It's a penny for me. It's a dime for you.
Yes. Maybe a nickel.
Which doesn't work.
Yeah.
Nickel's probably more fair.
I would do Kirk and
I mean, you're obviously not going to give me one of your backs. Maybe Dillon. But I'd have to give up something else with Kirk, obviously.
Kirk and Justin Jefferson.
No. No. Justin Jefferson's not on the table. You're crazy if you think I'm giving you the two QB1 and wide receiver 1.
For Cortland Sutton.
No.
Marquise Brown.
No.
And AJ Dillon.
No.
That's a good deal.
A million times no.
That's a deal. That's a good deal.
Why in the world would I ever do that?
That's a good deal.
It's a horrible deal.
I don't know, man. I think that's a decent deal.
It's a horrible deal.
I don't even know if I would do it in my position.
Yeah, you would. Are you kidding?
A lot of depth.
I have depth. Depth isn't my issue.
Sutton and Marquise Brown, both top 15 wide receivers, and AJ Dillon.
Okay, but I have Mike Evans, who goes hand in hand with Brady, Justin Jefferson, who can go hand in hand with Kirk, and then I've got 4 starting running backs.
Yeah, Jamal Williams isn't going to be a starter for long.
No, but he's still going to get all the goal line carries.
So what do you need?
Everyone hates my roster, and I don't think I really need anything other than a tight end, which you have a tight end.
Yeah, I'm not giving you Dallas.
Kirk for Dallas.
Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson are about to play on ESPN too.
I will not be tuning into that. The Rigs are going to be going to bed here soon.
I don't know if there's a deal on the table here.
Kirk for Goddard.
Nope. Kirk
and Tonyan for Goddard.
Nope.
I don't think I would do that anyway.
What? You want to?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What? Why?
Goddard's not like that much more dominant. I've got Aaron Rodgers at least. I got Aaron Rodgers starting tight end. I mean,
bro, Goddard's good as fuck.
He is, but I mean, if you look at total points, he really hasn't done that much more.
Yeah, but it's about, he's better at football.
Oh, we're going with that. Okay. My guy's got Aaron Rodgers tossing him the ball. I'll take my chances.
Well, maybe Kirk for Kiami Fairbairn?
No.
No?
No. It's worth an ask, though.
Kirk for Sony Michel and Kiami Fairbairn.
I don't want Fairbairn.
Kirk.
I'll take Dobbs.
I'm not giving you Dobbs. Dobbs has been my guy. I drafted Dobbs. I'm not giving up. I've been in
I
on
get that,
Dobbs.
and I wanted to draft him too. I was mad when you drafted him because I wanted him.
Well, that's like my guy this year. He's been my guy for a long time. I'm not giving him up now that he's rolling.
I mean,
Kirk for Marcus Mariota and Sony Michel.
No. Give me a blockbuster for Saquon.
Whoa. You know how much that would hurt?
Or blockbuster for Chubb.
Chubb.
Give me a blockbuster for Chubb.
Justin Jefferson and Josh Jacobs.
For Chubb and Kirk?
Of course, and Kirk. Kirk's in all these deals.
You want me to give you 3 of them?
I mean,
no. Can't do that. I can't do that.
I want Josh Jacobs.
He's a weird guy. It's like, but watching him run last game, I was like, holy shit, who is this guy?
He's good. You should look to trade him. Honestly.
Some of the runs he made, I was like, that is just absurd.
Could sell high on him.
I don't know. I'm kind of high on him.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of touches.
I don't know if I'm looking to move any of Saquon or Chubb.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had the 1 and 2 backs.
Yeah. I did the same
I
thing.
don't know, man. Did you?
I had the 11th pick last year. I had 12 this year. I had 11 last year. I took Jonathan Taylor and Eckler.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Back-to-back years, just smashing those back-end running backs.
That's yeah. Although last year's is more shocking. This year doesn't shock me as much.
Yeah, this year, like for whatever reason, Chubb was just like not ranked highly on ESPN.
I know. I had talked about that with our CFO because he's a huge Browns fan. We were saying that we're like, I don't know why he's so low.
Yeah, it made no sense to me, and it almost like it made me overthink it. I was like, is he like?
Same.
I mean, it made
So what do they know that I don't?
Yeah, I was like, they have a really good O-line. They don't have a quarterback, so they're gonna need to fucking run the ball. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was overthinking it too. But now I'm starting to think we might not get a deal done here.
No. Yeah.
But you could go after Derek Carr from Ronnie.
Yeah.
I think that's who has him.
I don't know. He's starting Wentz. I feel like he's going to want to start Carr.
I don't know. I think Borman's convinced him that Wentz is the guy. So he just keeps riding Wentz.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, how about you sleep on Fairbairn? You let me know.
I don't think I'm going to lose any sleep over Fairbairn, I'll be honest with you. But hey, if it makes you feel any better, I'll give it some thought.
That's all I'm asking. He's almost a top 10 kicker.
Yeah, just I've got the kicker on the best offense in the league.
Yeah, but yeah. Fairbairn's different. Fairbairn's one of the most consistent guys.
I think you need to sleep on giving up jobs.
No.
Yeah. That's the fairest trade we've mentioned.
Chase Edmonds.
No, that's like the most that's like the worst backfield in the NFL. There's like 5 guys that get carries.
Yeah, but Mostert's going to get hurt eventually.
Yeah, I agree, but I can't count on that.
What do you mean you can't count on that?
I mean, I can. I just don't know when. And then they still got 4 more guys.
It's going to happen soon. He's already made it through 4 weeks.
Yeah. I think Dobbs is the only guy I'm willing to give you Kirky for.
I would consider it for Kirk and $1,000 for Dobbs.
Oh my God. What would you do for Brady?
Pretty much all the same shit.
Okay. Well, that's not happening.
I mean,
hoping Brady goes on a tear.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's fair.
He's so fucking old.
He is, but God, he can sling it still.
Yeah, he played well last week. But he had to.
He did. I like having the Brady to Evans.
Yeah, true. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Bro. Wembanyama is nuts. He's
just not going to be watching that.
He just ran off 2 screens and hit a moving fucking 3.
That is pretty nice.
Ooh.
Not gonna lie.
Damn, then Scoot just fucking ISO'd him and hit a step back in his face.
Oh, did he actually?
Nah, this is a good game. And then Victor just walked out of 3, missed it.
Maybe I'll turn that on and fall asleep to it or something.
On ESPN too.
All right. Well, looks like we're probably not going to get a deal, but think about it. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, I'm going to hit the hay because I'm beat.
All right, bro.
All right. I'll talk to you.
Sounds good. Peace.
See ya.